And this is a draw, so again you get the mystery image, and this is the one for the fodder. Essentially, there's two images for each of the fodder, and you oscillate between the two to get the animation. And this is eating of the shields, so sets the colour to black, and G2 is the background, so it's setting a fill rectangle for the same size as the fodder, with black, so it's an erase of the shields. This is a shield, so just a single input. Again, it just draws the output. So this is a gun. Again, the collision is in the lips, and yep, you return Boolean to see if it's collided. And this is a draw with the fodder width and fodder height. Bullet, so it just does something different dependent on which one. So it's got draw friendly and draw enemy. Draw friendly is the first one. You'll see a yep. So it's just called from the controller and decides which is which, dependent on the array index. This is hit shields. Hit shields is calculated from the draw, so it works out if the colour is greater than black, which is red effectively. It doesn't bother about what type of red or what index of red, just if it's greater than black. All the rest is black, so it works fine. Yeah, so this is the map, which is a hash map for the BI files, buffered image files. This is the buffered image read BI. You can see here that it takes if BI files contains key file name. File name is unique. If it's not there, then it does a put and an image IO read of the file, and that put will put it into there, so next time it comes in it knows about it already, and then it returns BI files get file name, so it knows. With it being a map, it's getting the buffered image associated with the file name. These are a few leftovers. Probably should be higher up. I can rectify that. This is the paint. So this is double buffering. So you can see that you've got a graphic screen GC equals null. If G is not equal to null, then screen GC equals G. G equals buffer get graphics. So that's the second buffer. This switch is showing which thing should be displayed on the main display. So nominal, you can see the explosion, it does a background yellow, set color. If background is null, then we fill the rectangle with width and height. In this case it would be yellow. If it was it would be yellow if it was the explosion. And this is drawing the shields. So this is copying the background with the new buffered image. So it's generating a background if the explosion it has not been set off. And this is a copy of the buffer to the background. So it's doing a set RGB pixel by pixel setting. Then it draws the image, which is the background. So it draws the background, and then we've got the draw for the mystery craft. And that's drawing the fodder. It's doing it by row and by column. You could just do it by the there is a list, so you could do it by that, but it's just how I had it. So, and this is a gun draw. This is a bullet draw. So it's saying if it's naught, then draw friendly. If it's 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to less than 5, then it draws the enemy. This is the explosion, so it's drawing the explosion. And if it counts down, so if it's greater than 0, it draws it. Otherwise, it sets it to null. So that's what it was doing. Yeah, that's the initial color of that. That's the color of the score, the high score, and the lives. So it's a white for the text. This is a game over screen. This is a high score screen, so you can see it displays the last 10 high scores. This is a pop-up, do nothing. That's essentially it's there all the time. So if you do nothing, then you don't overwrite it. And then you've got a default throw a new invalid parameter exception if the screen is of invalid type. And then it draws the buffer, which is now contains the new screen, which is being rendered by all the draws. This is a high score pop-up. Standard J panel with an action listener for the basically, if you once we get to the controller, you'll see that it gives you a set time to enter, and then if the high score is valid, then it gets put up onto the high score and saved. So this is the main guts of it, which is the my thread. I probably should have called it controller. Okay. So there's a run. There's a while true, so it's forever. Never stops. So this is the initial status of cleared level, and then we do a do. Set the background to null. Set a time for the mystery craft to come back in the order of frames times 500. Mystery direction is 6 pixels per frame. Mystery craft is null, so it's not initially there. And if the ship, while the ship count is greater than 0 and not cleared level, so that's while they've got some lives, and that's another loop.